Josh Windass stands with his hands on his hips, the Wembley goal-scoring hero, bouncing up and down, just waiting for the shrill of referee Donohue's whistle to blow here on Football Heaven on BBC Radio Sheffield, and we are off and underway. The blue and white shirts of Sheffield Wednesday play from, as we look from left to right. Lee Gregory rose for the ball, Louis Coyle got to the knockdown, Gregory slipped, and Hull City are able to clear the ball away through Alfie Jones. Well, Hull City currently have the ball at the moment. They're in their own defensive third. Wednesday trying to keep them hemmed in. Matt Ingram is not noted for having the footballing skills that Davis Vasquez may well have. Barry Bannon doing his best to charge and press. Ultimately, Wednesday have retreated. No goals, no major incident, but then Bannon is dispossessed, and then a sliding challenge came in from Barry Bannon as Regan Slater knocked him off the ball and shaped to shoot. It was Bannon's recovery that prevented any serious damage on the Wednesday goal, but a sleepy bit of play there from the Wednesday captain until he recovered, and Hull have a corner.
Yeah, his first touch let him down a wee bit, and it's not gone into the Hull player who junked his way in. I have to say Bannon's recovery was excellent.
So corner for Hull City from the far side. Lots of movement in the 6-yard box. The heads rise. The most telling one is the jumping Lee Gregory. The ball cannons backwards off his head to the near side, which is the Hull right. Now Slater will shoot, and his shot from the left-hand side, about 25 yards out, driven in on the angle, is saved low down to the keeper's right by Davis Vasquez. Regan Slater, the former Sheffield United youngster, will be desperate to score today. Rolls it underneath his studs. Wednesday decide not to press. The ball is pushed towards Ingram, and here's Windass. So Wednesday win it back. Good pressing, good high pressing. Xisco will be delighted with that. Wednesday through Windass, bending the cross, and that cross just dipped and veered in towards the breadbasket of Matt Ingram as he dropped down to his left-hand side. But Hull City playing the ball out from the back. Wednesday went man for man. Chelsea are leading Fylde by 1-0, and Barnsley, last we heard, are leading down at Bristol Rovers 2 as well by 1-0. Wide to Coyle on the right, whose attempt to pick out Delap with an incisive cross penalty area ball from the right-hand side. It was just behind the Manchester City youngster's outstretched heel, and it goes out of play for a throw-in on the near side.
That was a great play from Hull, switching play. Again, the ever improving and certainly dangerous Coyle down that right-hand side, playing wing-back.
As Bannon drags his studs over the ball, it's cleared away very well indeed from the left-back spot, and now Akinfenwa into Backinson. Backinson is able just to shrug off the attentions placed on him by Regan Slater, towards Callum Patterson, who controlled the ball, was nudged in the back, fell over the ball, gets the free kick. Hull are still protesting as the ball has gone in, and it's a first goal in Sheffield Wednesday colours for Juan Delgado via the biggest deflection. But Sheffield Wednesday capitalised on the fact that Hull completely switched off. The Owls were switched on, no more than Delgado, and the Chilean gets his first goal for Wednesday. Hull 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1, 36th minute of the match.
Well, I have to give Patterson a real pat on the back here. Patterson got a free kick. It was soft, really soft. I can understand Liam Rossini's anger and disappointment, thinking that was never a foul compared to the other fouls that have been going on. The referees played on. However, this time a quick free kick. He certainly proved that in the goal. He was switched on, and certainly caught Hull napping really down the left-hand side.
So you're listening to BBC Radio Sheffield. Coyle brings the ball under control with his right boot. Lovely control it is too. Diaby reacts quicker than Cole Palmer, and now more danger for Wednesday as the ball squeaked in at the near post. Lapton ever so well, teasing the ball over his marker, and as he did so, the shot was fired in. It took a deflection, it ricocheted off the foot of the post, and Wednesday somehow get the ball away.
Well, how that happened, it was like ping pong in there. and it just ricocheted off a player. I don't even know who that was. It happened so quickly, but it hit the post, and certainly the goalkeeper would have nothing.
Hull come again. Lakilo on the half volley, allowed the ball to bounce, took his time, pirouetted on the half turn, but the shot was always rising, veering away to Vasquez, right hand side. No save required. Hull won Wednesday 0, Brian Law.
Yes, I think Sheffield Wednesday have just hold their breath there a little bit. A bit fortunate. Again, it was a melee of players there, and I think it was Diaby who stuck his foot out in the end, which it ricocheted off him and hit the post. Could have gone anywhere.
Hull City will be dominating massively, Brian Laws, no doubt, with the possession stats, but apart from that shot from Greaves, from distance, not Greaves, Regan Slater on the angle, 22 or 3 yards out. He's barely had to get a sweat on.
Yeah, they've had, I think, one shot from Slater, haven't they? And again, the Greaves that hit the post from a deflection.
Yeah.
Other than that, Wednesday have defended pretty well, I have to say. And it's been quite a, okay, Hull have had slightly more possession, but not done that much with it. I think Wednesday have really grinded out a real positive first half performance for me.
It's almost like somebody's listening at Hull. On the scoreboard to our left, 72% possession for Hull. Wednesday have had the one shot on target, but
that counts.
That counts. Sit back down. Wide it comes to Lakilo once again, driving infield, skirts round Delgado, in comes across from Lakilo, high into the air it goes. Greaves is underneath it, he gets caught in the face by Lee Gregory on the corner of the 6-yard box, and the referee had to point to the spot. Gregory looked a little nonplussed. I suspect he's trying to argue that he wasn't looking at the player. He's caught Greaves from where we are, high up in the gods. It would appear he's caught him in the face. Greaves has gone down. Penalty to Hull City.
Yeah, I can see that. And I don't have any qualms about it either. I don't know what the referee will do about this. Whether it's a yellow card or if he's deemed it as intentional. One way or another, it certainly was connection.
Trying to put Ozan Tufan off, away to our left-hand side. The referee blows his whistle. Tufan steps up, and despite the fact that Vasquez dived the right way, he can't have been more than a couple of inches away from that low shot into the goalkeeper's bottom right-hand corner. It's Hull City who equalise from the spot, deep in first half added time. Ozan Tufan cancelling out Juan Delgado's opener, and it's Hull City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1.
Yeah, Wednesday will be disappointed. They were hoping to go in at half-time 1-0 up.
Just highlight Rob's point there. Fred Onyedinma sent off for celebrating. Yellow card for celebrating, and then another yellow card for, a yellow card simulation. Clearly you and I have not seen it, but yeah, ultimately it sounds pretty soft.
Yeah, it is pretty soft, but I also have to say that if your player doesn't know, he should know that if you celebrate a goal or take your shirt off, you get a yellow card. And if you are waving an imaginary card,
as Backinson.
What a great chance for Backinson on the edge of the 18-yard box. No conviction. There's a apt word there. He really should have put his foot right through it. Didn't look like he had any confidence in himself to try and strike the ball. There was a good opportunity there to nick a shot. I think from that distance you really need to put a 2 or 3 steps in there before you take your shot.
So can Sheffield Wednesday win in the East Riding? They don't have many matches recently up here, but the last time they did win, Jordan Rhodes scored the winner back in 2018. Wednesday counter-attacking now through Windass. Windass levers it wide to the near side, the left, and Delgado, who got the opening goal, into Tyreek Backinson, drops his shoulder, changes his mind, tries to feed it through the crowd of amber and black. Wide it comes to Windass again. He's done well there, Backinson, as the cross goes in, and 2 Hull City players both went for it, neither in good communication, and the nick almost went in for an own goal. It veered past Matt Ingram's left-hand post, and it will be a corner.
Yeah, again, Backinson having the opportunity maybe to actually strike the ball, but not really have the confidence or conviction. Passes it to to Windass, who drops his shoulder and whips a lovely little ball into the 6-yard box.
He's a right-footed goalkeeper, and there's been a couple of times today where perhaps a goalkeeper might have been ruffled, but he's been able to ease the ball away. Hull City have possession at the moment, and Tufan lays a high diagonal ball to the near side, the right, picked up by Coyle, still the principal outlet on the near side of the pitch. Back it comes to Coyle again, his 200th league start today. Back infield it comes to Regan Slater, who's got a pocket of space to dart forward into, and then the shot comes into the top corner from Tufan. It's a very well taken goal. As the ball was laid on the deck, he controlled the ball before bending it unmarked into Vasquez' top left-hand corner. A superb effort and a brilliant goal, and Sheffield Wednesday, who had taken the lead, now find themselves 2-1 down. Brian Laws.
Yes, again, it's been a compilation of it's certainly been a compilation of work from Hull City, who have used the wide areas really quickly. And there again was Coyle on his right hand side, who's given the width to the whole team, plays the ball into the central area, and then it's tipped into Tufan, whose first touch was exquisite, and he just placed it forward, no pressure on him whatsoever. And that's my only concern there, is no Wednesday player got near him. I don't think he understands the English game at this moment in time, and maybe that's not helping him. But when you see that, clearly it needs to be shored up as much as possible.
So corner then to Hull City away to our right-hand side. Traore with both hands raised above the shoulders now. In it comes. Smith takes control of the header. I think Vasquez was expecting to catch it. Here Hull come again. Into the feet of Regan Slater. Wide it comes to Traore again, who's inching to the corner of the penalty area. Up to Tufan, who scores. Hull City now lead by 3-1, and it's expert placement from Ozan Tufan. Has the ball bobble to him, inches inside the 18-yard box with a swoosh of his right boot. He's knocked the ball past Davis Vasquez and into the bottom corner. And Hull City have a commanding 2-goal lead on Sheffield Wednesday. Hull City 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1.
Well, is that a hat-trick for Tufan? We'd be delighted with that, but Wednesday cannot be delighted with the defending.
He's coming on in the side for Jason Lakila. So 3-1, Wednesday have got a job on here to take anything back on the short trip along the M18 back to Sheffield. As he head-cross ball through the middle, Connolly unmarked, fires into an empty net, and that is a horror show in defending from Sheffield Wednesday. They were caught. Michael Ihekwa's pass infield was sloppy, thinking that Davis Vasquez was there. He wasn't. The shot, blonde-haired Aaron Connolly was, and he fired into an empty net. Well, if it wasn't game over when Hull went 3-1 up, it is now, as Hull City lead Sheffield Wednesday by 4-1. This second half downturn has been a shock, has proven too much, and certainly as regards the two more recent Tufan goals, the right-hand side has been instrumental in setting him up. So free kick then, bent in by Traore. Good whip on it, 10 yards in from the corner flag. He bent that one in there. Vasquez realised in the nick of time what was happening, and he's fingertipped the ball over the crossbar for a corner.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to go for goal, I have to say, but he certainly put the goalkeeper under pressure, didn't he? A whipped-in ball just under the crossbar, and as you rightly said, Vasquez had to tip it over the bar to give him a corner.
Supporters have thought that their day is done. Well, it is really. Hull on for a 4-1 victory as we welcome listeners from the Memorial Ground. So Barnsley 1-1 then with Bristol Rovers. They'd led for a long time as Smith put in by Byers. Smith shooting chance! And Sheffield Wednesday have pulled a goal back. Surely it's only a consolation, but it will be A big moment for Sheffield Wednesday and their supporters to see last season's leading scorer Michael Smith race onto the ball, couple of yards into the penalty area, and he picked his spot as he fired past Matt Ingram and in. But sadly it's a bit too little too late, and Hull City lead by 4-2.
Yes, again, it's a great finish from Smith. A lovely ball in from Byers. Yes, you're right, it's a little bit too late, but you have to go and finish it. At least it makes it, I'm not saying respectable, but it stops the flow of Hull.
Here, Coyle comes forward to take the throw-in, looping the ball into the feet of Adama Traore, and that is that. Wednesday will make the short trip back down the M18 to lick their wounds after a chastening second half performance in which Hull City have completely dominated.